Bonjour YouTube, on se retrouve exactement là où on s'est arrêté la dernière fois, c'est magique.
We've made it to high ground. Now, let's find this trail to the sanctuary. It can't be far from here. Bloodied feathers.
I wouldn't like to meet the bird they belong to.
Looks like Vinbar must have begun his transformation. He will soon become a guardian of the mountains. If we want to have any chance of saving Constantine, we must hurry. More of these giant feathers. We're on the right trail.
Mais du coup, oui, pourquoi il a capturé Constantin?
You should not have come all this way, Renaikse. I will not let you near Vimbar.
Sir, we must see him. We don't have a choice. We saved you. Why have you locked us in the cavern? And why do you now stop us from passing?
In spite of your friendship with these monsters, you helped me. I thought that I had to help you in return. But I learned looking at the paintings that this was madness. Vinbar has heard the calling and answered. Even if it breaks my heart, he has done what is right. He maintains the balance. No one must stop him. I am his Minundanem. It is now my duty to defend the path he treads.
His path led him to kill Katasach, and now he holds my cousin captive. I'm sorry, Sarah, but no one will keep us from passing.
Eitmo!
J'espère que je vais juste avoir... Ah, attends! Pas moyen que je m'en aille, non? Enfin, j'espère que je vais pas juste la tuer, que j'aurai l'occasion de l'épargner. Ça me ferait tellement chier de la tuer. J'ai pas fait de magie, non. Ah, c'était rassurant. Non! Non! Me dis pas que c'est un truc à la con, genre, c'est parce que j'ai épargné la meuf que du coup elle me faisait pas confiance. Oh, quelle horreur! Oh non, merde!
Over there, more feathers. More of these giant feathers. We're on the right trail. We found the entrance to the sanctuary. Vinbar must be here, with Constantine, if he's still alive. We need to find a way to get inside quickly. This must be the entrance to Vinbar's sanctuary. But it's obstructed. He knows how to protect his home. A stone altar. It resembles the one that protects the passage to Mev's sanctuary. This must be where I need to place the seed. And here is another altar. Are 2 seeds necessary to open the passage? The seed that Sarah was carrying should work.
To think that she gave her life to protect the one she loved.
Now that we have both seeds, the ritual should work.
Bon bah c'était facile. Je sens que ça va pas jouer en ma faveur contre Wimber, ça, hein, quand il saura que j'ai tué sa meuf. Ah, quelle emmerde. Mais j'étais prêt à les tuer en plus, les scientifiques. Pourquoi je l'ai pas fait? Ah là là. Qu'est-ce qui branle?
King Vinbar, why? Constantine didn't do anything. He has never sought to wrong your people in any way.
Like a worm he burrows. You are so naive. You cannot see with my eyes. Enol Milfrichtimin saw the wound. From atop the volcano, he warned me of the danger. Fed by bitterness, driven by desire, taking without giving, he will be the end of us all.
You have gone completely mad.
Take it! You are too blind, too renaixe to understand.
Leave him!
Ok, phase 1, c'est bon, c'est fait. Vas-y, change-toi en piaf, allez.
That's enough. Free him.
I cannot. O source of life.
Free him! Damn it!
Lol. Tu pourrais faire quoi avec ton flingue? Ow! Ah, sûrement, ça va peut-être? J'aime pas le poison, mon coco?
Your cousin is probably freed from his stone.
You're right. Let's go see him quick.
Ouf.
Constantine, wake up, please, I beg you! Hang on. We're bringing you home to get you healed.
Attends, du coup, j'ai regardé j'ai eu un trophée, mais j'en ai eu un autre après, je sais pas trop ce que c'était. Mais dis pas que c'est ça à la fin du jeu quand même. Mais j'ai pas trouvé de remède à la malicore. Tu te fous de ma gueule?
3 days have passed since we returned. I need to go to the palace to see if Constantine has finally awoken.
Ah merde, je peux pas sprinter. Où est le marchand? Il est là. Ouais, ferme ta gueule. Ouais, blablabla. Du coup... C'est vrai. Ouais, salut.
You should get some rest. You're not being reasonable.
To hell with reason. I've rested long, and I'm well enough.
You've just barely woken from a stupor that had you on death's doorstep. The affairs of state can certainly wait another day.
Thank you, my lady, but I am amazingly well. You can take leave of me with no fear.
Ça pue par
I assure
contre.
you.
Ok, c'est pas du tout la fin en fait.
He just escaped a deathly sleep, and here he is, ready to conquer the world. Your cousin is exasperating.
What now? Are you going to scold me as well?
No. I'm just relieved to see you're still alive.
I'm quite relieved myself, actually. Thank you, cousin. Without you, I would be dead thrice, wouldn't I? Or is it the 4th time? If we start counting the time you stopped me from climbing the ramparts of Serene, we'd be up to 5 times now.
It's unbelievable. You feel no pain whatsoever. And your complexion.
I haven't even taken a look at myself. Is the improvement visible?
I wouldn't go that far. How is it that... What happened?
Don't make that face. It's merely a major miracle. Come on now. I'm gonna tell you everything. We have been waiting for your return. I knew you would do everything in your power. I have always trusted you. But Katasak feared that I would not hold on long enough. He spoke to me about a ritual that would help me. I was excited about it. And in spite of all that has happened, I don't regret following him. We went to the ancient site. A place full of magic. I followed his instructions, and all of a sudden, what an incredible sensation. I felt better than I have ever felt, cousin. Alas, we had very little time to celebrate.
Oui, du coup, je suppose que Vinbar est arrivé juste après le rituel, justement.
We fled for a while, as other soldiers fought through, creating a path to join us. But I can see from your face that you know this already.
Indeed. Once on the ritual site, I followed your tracks and deduced what had happened. Tell me more about this ritual. What did it consist of?
It is, I think, a ritual that the Donegada practice to bind themselves to the island.
Donegada? Katasak taught you their language?
Just a few words. He wanted me to learn, to understand, but we had so little time. So we visited this infamous site, where he prepared for me a sort of potion. What ceremony! I had to cut my hand in front of an enormous stone, and there, a gigantic beast came and started circling around me. It was incredible. I truly felt a bond with that place. Like a wave came through me, as if the power of the island was running through my veins. It was marvelous. And now I am Onol Manawi, like you. Even if the Malachor left me a few of its marks.
Do you have any idea why he didn't kill you like the others?
No, not really. It seemed like he was trying to tell me something, though. He spoke about isolating me from the world, that I couldn't return to the Earth. It made absolutely no sense. But aren't you happy that he let me live?
Don't speak foolishly, of course. I just
Oui,
want to
voilà, c'était
understand.
juste par curiosité.
It seems that Vinbar was targeting you specifically. Did he say anything to you?
I was still very weak, and most of the time he whispered in his own language. It seemed that he was speaking to someone and following his orders. But there was no one other than us, cousin. The crazy madman must have been hearing voices. But you had to encounter the god of the island, didn't you? How was...
Bah, du coup, j'ai pas eu l'occasion.
Yes, I passed a trial for that. But the only one who could guide me to the sanctuary is dead.
Oh no. Do not tell me.
And yes, only the High King can open the sanctuary according to Glendan. I have no choice but to return to see him. I'm certain they are going to name a successor.
Du coup, oui, je vais là. Ok, personne veut me parler, à part Afra. Afra, je m'en bats les couilles, donc on peut continuer. Ah, attends.
Sea and love both share a bitter bite. The sea seizes, and love seizes. Love scolds us, and the sea scolds us, for neither are free from tempest's might.
The poem.
Yes, a poem I read and which I was trying to remember.
Oh.
It makes me think of you, of us.
Oh.
Would you like to spend some time alone with me?
Oui.
With pleasure. Meet me outside my room the next time we return to the house.
I will meet you there. Did you want anything else?
Ok.
I must leave you.
Alors, je suis désolé, Constantin, mais tu vas attendre un petit peu, mon coco. Ah, j'ai parlé à Vasco dans une espèce d'instinct. Et au final, j'ai bien fait. D'accord. Ah, coquinou, il veut me retrouver dans ma chambre, oulala.
Are you still willing to spend some time with me?
Bien sûr.
More than ever. Come.
On va avoir quoi? Une espèce de pseudo-scène. Oula, oh, mais oui, oh, bisous. Oh, oh, oh.
Those who fear the waters should stay within the shore's sight. Those who fear the pain that love procures should shun the flames when love endures, and both shall be safe from founder and blight. That is the next part of the poem. And I also have a question. What do you think about it? Are you afraid of sinking?
Oh.
I know this poem, and I think this is the way it ends. For if water could quench love's dying embers, your love that burns and pains and severs, I would douse this fire with the sea of all my tears.
Then we shall set sail together on this bitter sea, my tempest.
Ouh. Oh. Redescendez, il n'y a rien à voir en haut. Ah là là. Ouh. Alors, non. Et pris, oulala. Mais c'est réciproque, tout à fait. Ah, au secours, je suis en train de m'étouffer. Alors. Bonjour.
Good day, Glendan.
Beowulf currents of Katasach. We learned of his death. Undivoshed.
Alas, his was not the only tragic loss. Your High King, Vinbar, is also dead. He was taken by folly. He went away into his mountains after killing Katasach and capturing my cousin. Nothing I could say would allow him to see reason.
Are you telling me that you were the one who killed him? Kirtansidach. What happened? How could a friend of Katasach do such a horrible thing?
I'm sorry, but your High King did not leave me any choice. He was at the point of killing my cousin, and then he attacked me. He was becoming a guardian, a Nardaig. Perhaps it was for that reason that he lost possession of his wits.
I believe you. You have sufficiently proven your friendship. But something escapes.
Mais oui, mais moi aussi, j'aimerais bien savoir pourquoi, mon pote.
Why would Finbar have done such a thing? His offering to Tiafradi does not justify what he did.
You know that I wish to see Enonmil Frichtemann, and he was the only one with the power to allow me to do so. I would not have caused his death voluntarily. Believe me, I'm just as sorry as you.
Undivoshed Tire. We will celebrate his memory as well as those of all the members of our council that have fallen.
Mais
Blood
en vrai,
Katasach. And now our high
comment on peut éviter ça? Est-ce que c'est même possible?
times. But in spite of our mourning, we must elect a new high king.
Ça, j'avoue, je vais regarder après cet épisode-là.
All the more so in these troubled times. I will notify the Mal of all the clans so that they may know to travel here.
Who has a chance of being elected, in your opinion?
Deirdre is powerful and many clans would follow her. The wisdom of Dunkas will also attract support from many. And there is also Ulan, a clever fox who is very capable of convincing the entire world with his honey-dripping words.
Deirdre, Dunkas, and Ulan. I must convince them to help me if they are elected.
I suppose. I must begin the preparations.
Est-ce que... voilà, ce que je veux savoir, c'est est-ce qu'il y avait un moyen de l'épargner, le haut roi?
I must leave. Goodbye.
Qua awelem seg.
Deirdre et Dunkas, c'est possible. Sachant que j'ai déjà fait pas mal de trucs pour eux. Pourtant, j'ai fait 2 fois -3 et ils sont toujours amicaux. Hein. Tu noteras à quel point j'ai pris de l'avance avec eux. Ah. Vingi Guido, c'est pour Deirdre, je crois.
My Tempest. Can I do anything for you?
Oh putain, c'est chou.
I must leave.
C'est Deirdre qui est là. J'hésite en vrai.
What do you seek?
I am the bearer of bad news. Your High King Vinbar is dead.
Dead. And the worst Tire. He was a good king in times of peace, but he was plunged into doubt by your arrival. He was no longer at his people's side.
Glendan told me that you would be one of those keen to replace him.
That's true. If Bladnid was still here, I would have given her my votes and followed her into battle. But since she's no longer with us, I must obtain the title and do what should have been done a long time ago. Drive away the Renaigse and take back our island they want to enslave.
Will you drive us away too?
We will drive away the Renaigse. You are Onol Menawi.
Ouais, donc à choisir elle, c'est peut-être pas une bonne idée.
I see. If you were to be elected, I would need your help to allow me to meet Enon Miel Frichteman. Only he can help us cure the Malachor.
Why should you be preoccupied with a disease striking those we want to drive away?
I have my own reasons. But you should know this is the best way for the Renaigse to leave the island of their own accord.
You have helped my people. You are our clients as well. You can count on me to help you. Once I am the High Queen, I will lead you to the Sanctuary.
You seem certain you will obtain the title.
Those who covet victory must do everything they can to obtain it. Don't you agree? The old kings wore a legendary crown, which was lost during the war against the people of the sea. Whoever were to retrieve it would be chosen.
And you know where it is?
I believe it is located in the Tomb of the Kings. A holy place not far from the village of Ignamri. I do not know exactly where it is, but it is said that the path leading there is
D'accord, donc ça va faire
strewn
comme dans
with
Dragon Age
spears, and that the
Origins, c'est-à-dire
entrance
je vais
is
trouver
marked
la...
by a dead tree and protected by a Nadai Magam.
Je vais trouver la
Do
couronne
not
et je vais
worry.
décider à qui je vais la
I will
remettre.
find this place and retrieve the crown before the election.
If I want to be certain of the outcome of this vote, I'd better go and get this crown myself.
Anything more?
I need to be going.
Wawalem seg.
Now we have earned the trust of one of the pretenders. We just need to find that crown.
Are you certain you are willing to influence the fate of all my people to meet Enon Milfrichtenman?
I understand that you might find this idea unpleasant, but the survival of the whole continent relies on this encounter, Siora.
It is my feeling that you do not understand the consequences of such a decision. Everyone on the island will listen to the words of a High King.
I hope you and your allies share the same ideas. Because once the crown is on their head, we will have to follow their course.
You're right. It's a decision that's more important than our quest for an antidote. I must dwell on it.
pas d'une merde.
What brings you here on Almanawi?
I'm the bearer of bad news. Vinbar, your High King, is dead.
Ande vosh tire. He was a great king, and a very wise Donegad. We haven't seen him in a long time, but his memory shall be honored.
Glendan told me that you would probably be among those who would want to take his place.
I am not looking for power, but Tifradi needs peace and balance. And I fear the other kings may want war, or be motivated by
Putain, c'est
ambition.
drôle, j'ai l'impression que c'est
The
exactement les
Renaissance
trois.
brought chaos with them, and our island has suffered. We cannot change the past. And chasing
Je
away
crois que
those who came
celui qui est
does
modifié
not
par la
make
guerre, c'est
sense.
Derdre. Celui qui est
The wound
modifié
is
par
there.
l'ambition, c'est Ulan. Et
Refusing
celui-là,
to
il est
acknowledge it is
il est motivé par
pointless.
l'équilibre.
But wounds can be healed, and my clan knows how to do this. So if
En
you
vrai,
are
pour
worried
l'instant, c'est lui
about
qui me
my
tente le
intentions,
plus.
if I were to become High King, I'll lay them out for you. We must find balance with those from the remote island and live
Alors que
together
Ulan, lui,
in
c'était
harmony.
justement celui qui était le
But
plus
for
emprunt à
this, you
faire...
must teach the Renaigse humility and to respect the earth.
I would like to meet Enonmil Frictamen, in order to find an antidote for the disease that is destroying my people. If you were elected, would you help me in this endeavor?
You are a Karants of our clan, and I have witnessed your wisdom.
Alors que Ulan,
and
j'avais pas été le
benevolence.
voir, du coup, j'ai pas
I
sa
would be
confiance.
glad to help you meet Enonmil
Franchement, pour
Frictamen,
l'instant, mon choix se porte
and
sur
I
Duncas.
pray that he will help your people. But you should know that my election is far from certain. The spirits are divided, and some are thirsty for revenge.
Would there be a way to make sure that you get picked?
I do not like the high kings of the one.
Oui, bon, voilà la couronne, blablabla. Maintenant, je vais aller voir Ulan. Des fois que, on sait jamais, peut-être qu'il va me dire des trucs intéressants. On sait pas. Voyage rapide. Ah, c'est par là. On voyage beaucoup dans cet épisode, hein, putain.
To what do I owe the pleasure of your visit?
I regret to inform you that your High King, Vinbar, is dead.
And divorced Tire. He was a great man, although he left us a long time ago. But why have you come to notify me of such sorrowful news?
Glendan has informed me that you are most likely among those who will want to take his place.
It is true, and I will perhaps be able to obtain it. I understand that you may be worried about my intentions, but rest assured, I seek only to bring peace to our lands. Peace brings life and prosperity. By creating an alliance with the people of the continent, the lives of our people will be improved and happier.
There is something I would like to ask of you, if you were to be named High King. I would be thankful if you could allow me to meet Enonmil Frictamen.
Of course. If I become High King,
Ah bah en fait, non, j'avais déjà son
I would be
approbation à
glad
lui,
to
ok.
help you. You are Carrance of Ignamri after all. If you
Ouais.
really want to make sure that I win,
What is that?
it may only
Oui, bon, la couronne, ça va, je suis déjà au courant.
Nothing.
Ok, donc j'ai littéralement le soutien des trois, mais je sais pas. J'hésite entre Ulan et Junkas pour le coup. Parce que Ulan, lui, il est carrément en mode allez, on s'allie, alors que Junkas, j'ai plus l'impression qu'il est en mode ok, vous restez là, mais si vous faites les trucs comme nous on veut en fait. Donc ça peut être pas mal, mais je sais pas. Je suis perplexe. Toujours est-il qu'il fait nuit et que ça m'emmerde. Enfin, ça c'est autre chose. Toujours est-il que... Comment dire? En tout cas, Derde, c'est sûr, je la prépare. Parce qu'elle, elle est vraiment en mode oui, oui, on va les foutre dehors, on va les massacrer, ça dégage. Donc, elle, c'est non. Par contre, faut bien que je réfléchisse à la nuance entre l'approche de Dunkas et l'approche de Ulan. En soi, les deux veulent la même chose, ils veulent la paix, mais ils veulent pas l'obtenir de la même manière. Et ça m'intrigue un peu. Pardon. Regarde Vasco, on fait du poison tous les deux. C'est pas la preuve qu'on est des âmes sœurs. Attends, par contre, c'est un cul-de-sac, ça, on est d'accord. C'est totalement un cul-de-sac. Ah bah là, il suffit que je tourne à gauche. Ok, parfait. Là, je ressors de là et je tourne à gauche, ça roule. Ah, là, le professeur... Ouais, je m'en bats les couilles. On va pas se mentir. Oh! Ow. Je vais prendre du poison, mon coco.
Let's see if you can ward off this fate.
Oui, Doudou, tout à fait. chemin mené par les lances, bah, ça doit être ça du coup. Oh. Ça a l'air d'être ça. Sura, t'en penses quoi?
What are you doing there? Here lie those who fell facing the first invaders, and you dare enter and scatter their bones.
I did not come here with the intention of defiling this place.
No. You came looking for a crown of the High King, hoping to choose the one who will lead us.
Isn't that what you were looking for as well?
Yes, but I am not a Renaigse. I wish to lead my people to victory, and I have come here seeking something that will make it a certainty. And so, do you plan on keeping it for one of those who is too wise or cowardly to come and get it themselves? Or will you give me the crown?
Deirdre is a great warrior. If she reigns, she will unite all of the clans. And with the blessing of Enon Milfrichtaman, the people of your island will be chased away from here. Think long on this. If you leave her the crown, she will become the High Queen. You will not be able to change your mind.
I have come here looking for this crown, because I need the help of the next High King. I must meet Enon Milfrichtaman to ask him to heal my people.
Are you sure that they are your people? Very well. It is a very great honor you ask of me. But you took great risks in order to obtain it. If you give me the crown, I will open the sanctuary to you. You may speak to Enon Milfrichtaman. I swear this to you.
Sorry, Deirdre. I believe someone other than you must become the High King.
Someone more easily manipulated, who will obey the orders of the Renaigse.
Bah écoute, en soi, moi je suis pas contre le principe de paix, mais... Ah putain, elle va m'attaquer en plus. Vous vous rendez tout extrêmement difficile pour moi, les enfants. Plus ça va et moins il y a de candidats, tout ça parce que... Ah bah putain, oui.
Take this crown. I am not worthy to wear it, so it seems.
So it seems indeed. We will meet again at Dorhad Genadu. Until then, Deirdre.
Putain, elle m'a fait peur, cette conne. Ah, ça m'aurait tellement fait chier que je sois obligé de la tuer elle aussi. Putain, quelle horreur. Regardez, je suis un diplomate et je tue vos chefs un par un. Connasse. putain! Je suppose que me téléporter direct là-bas, c'est pas une option? Non, bah non, évidemment. Oh putain. Au final, je sais toujours pas si je vais prendre Ulan ou une casse. Bon. Oh putain. Ah non! D'ailleurs, c'est ça qui m'a fait rire dans le combat d'avant. C'est littéralement, j'étais en mode non, arrêtez! J'ai fait 2 roulades et la meuf s'est rendue. Elle était impressionnée par mes roulades. Ah.
See if you can ward off this fate.
Là-bas, c'est les mines, donc c'est pas par là. Oh putain. Ok, c'est bien par là. C'est bien un campement. Ah, je sais pas. Je sais toujours pas. Quelle heure il est? Ok, je vais juste choisir ça et on va terminer là-dessus. Tentative de paix, mais d'un autre côté, je sais pas si... Allez, c'est le moins risqué des trois. Allez hop.
I went into the tomb. I found the crown that your ancient high kings wore upon their heads.
And now you count on using it to lean upon the leader you have chose to reign.
Yes. I need to be certain that the one elected High King helps me encounter Enon Milfrigdeman.
I already promised you my help in this matter. But the question left unanswered is this. Do you wish that your people may continue to settle here? For our mutual benefit?
Bénéfice mutuel, ça me plaît bien.
Take it. I hope you will keep your word and make good on your promise.
The council is beginning to unite. It is time I left you. Thank you for having given me the crown. I will not forget your help. I promise you this.
J'espère bien. Sinon, ton crâne, ma massue. Moi, il y a 5 minutes. Mais je suis un diplomate, moi, messieurs. Oula. Et là, c'est pas celui que j'ai choisi. Ah bah du coup, si. Ok. Et donc, prochain épisode, face à face avec un dieu. À bientôt. Salut, salut.